Let's talk about the 7 dating manipulation tactics that both narcissists and pickup artists use to target you. The first technique is negging. Negging is when someone gives you backhanded compliments, so-called compliments, that are actually covert put-downs that they use to lower your perceived value in order to get you to compete for their attention, try to win over their approval, and seek their validation. Next, let's talk about the dread game. The dread game is when pickup artists try to manufacture chaos and uncertainty constantly in the relationship regarding the status of the relationship. So they may hint at abandonment, they may talk about other love prospects to get you jealous and to try to compete for them. And that's another tactic that they use is jealousy provocation and love triangles, which narcissists also use, known as jealousy induction or triangulation. But the dread game is really more about orchestrating these pretend breakups and staging these kind of micro abandonments to make you feel so uncertain that you cling on to the relationship and you try to maintain it even more instead of trying to detach from it. So you're spending all of your energy trying to keep the relationship alive just because they've tried to provoke insecurity in you. So again, this can include fake breakups or taking a break, right? And that makes you feel like, oh, what is he doing? Is he going to other women? Again, that's their intention, but obviously it doesn't always work. A third tactic is establishing premature intimacy. So you know this as love bombing, future faking, fast forwarding, right? They will try to get you to imagine a future with them that will rarely come to fruition, right? But pickup artists actually call this Kino escalation, and they try to establish this in very specific ways where they try to desensitize you to their touch to get you to sleep with them, right? To make you feel more comfortable sleeping with them. Another interesting subtle tactic they may use is they may say things like, oh, women are so punished for their sexuality these days, I will make you feel safe in exploring your sexuality. And that's another script that they're given to teach other men how to coerce women into sexual acts that they would not otherwise agree to. They may also do what is called a 7-hour first date, which is where they pour all this time and energy and effort into you into one concentrated date that lasts for hours and hours. And this is very different from an organic date where you have like a very strong connection. This is where they deliberately prolong the date in order to make you feel more comfortable with them, and they hope that means that you'll either sleep with them on the first date or the second date. The next are very related and tend to overlap, so we'll call this the compliance test and the bait and switch. So the bait and switch can look like something like setting up a first date and then telling you last minute that the location has changed, right? And testing you to see whether or not you accommodate this person. Compliance test looks like telling you that he loves women that cook and seeing if you cook for him. There's also the empathy test, sharing pity ploys or sob stories to see if you comfort him. Or even going so far as to pretend that they're sick, canceling dates, and seeing if you offer to come over, which is obviously a guise for, trying to get intimate with you, and offer to bring soup or, whatever else. And it can look like different scenarios. It doesn't have to be necessarily that he's sick. It can be that his car broke down and he's just trying to test whether or not you'll go out of your way for him, especially this early on, and see if you're willing to abandon your own boundaries and standards just to maintain the relationship with him.